Hey people, what is up? It is Mike the NBA guy, and today I want to talk about who I believe the GOAT is. And as you can already tell from the title and from the thumbnail, I don't think it's LeBron. I don't. I should specify, I still don't think it's LeBron, because I'm sure some people's opinions were changed after this title run, which was very impressive, okay? Very impressive title run. LeBron is the first person ever to win Finals MVP with 3 different organizations, okay? That's incredible. And for the record, I think he is the the second best player of all time, okay? Just getting that out of the way. Now, I'm sure anyone who was already offended is going to stay offended, and nothing I say in this video is probably going to change your mind, because in my experience, LeBron fans, look, if you say he's not the GOAT, then that's it. That's all there is to it. You know, I am a fucking idiot, and I don't know anything about basketball. I'm an old head, despite the fact that I'm 19, and I didn't start watching basketball until 2018. Okay, my first real experience with basketball greatness, the first incredible performance of basketball I watched was Dwayne Wade against the Sixers, where he dropped, I believe it was 30 points in Game 2 of the 2018 first round. My second experience with true basketball greatness was watching LeBron's Game 1 of the 2018 Finals, where he had 50 points and J.R. Smith fucked everything up. Okay, so for the record, that, if D-Wade, got me, intrigued in basketball, watching LeBron fucking murder the Warriors that game, even though he still lost, that was the game that really, that solidified it for me. That was like, shit, this sport's amazing. Okay, I need to keep watching. So just for the record, alright? I'm not old. I never saw Michael Jordan play, and hell, I've missed 99% of LeBron's career so far. Alright? But despite that, I think Michael Jordan's the GOAT, and it's not because of The Last Dance. I thought The Last Dance did not change my feelings at all on Michael Jordan. It was a very impressive documentary that I saw several clips from and never actually sat down and watched the whole thing. I believe that Jordan is the GOAT for one simple reason. Alright, but before I get into that, let me look at their accolades. Alright, LeBron now has 4 championships, 4 Finals MVPs. Jordan has 6 and 6. LeBron is now 4 and 6 in the Finals. He's went there 10 times, which is absurd. Jordan is 6 and 0 in the Finals. Alright, LeBron's played 2 more seasons than Jordan, and he's been to 2 more All-Star games, but he has made 5 more All-NBA teams, including 3 more All-NBA first teams. All defensive teams, LeBron has 6, Jordan has 9. Jordan is a Defensive Player of the Year, although I would say there's an argument that LeBron deserved it in 2013, and also LeBron has finished, I believe, second. I'm not sure if he finished second twice or he just finished top 3 twice, but he's finished top 3 at least twice, so I'm not going to sit there and say that Jordan, I think he may be a slightly better defender than LeBron, but it's more due to longevity. Like I said, all defense teams, Jordan has 9, LeBron has 6. I think that's important. I think Jordan remained an elite defender for longer in his career, while the several years before this, from 2017 through 2019, LeBron was not an elite defender. He got back to it this season, but I also wouldn't be surprised if this is the last season. Okay, Jordan was a better scorer, 10 scoring titles to LeBron's 1. LeBron is a much better passer, and debatably the second best passer in NBA history after Magic Johnson. He only has 1 assist title, but trust me, he just is. And those are the big stats, alright? Career-wise, totals-wise, every single playoff game this year, it seemed like LeBron broke another frickin' playoff record, and he moved up another space on the all-time list, whether it's points, or games, or assists, or whatever, okay? LeBron's totals at the end of his career, assuming he stays relatively healthy over the next several seasons, he's probably going to be the leading scorer all-time. He's probably going to be 3rd in assists. He's going to be, there's a good chance he ends up top 15 in rebounds or top 10. He's almost certainly going to end up top 50 in both steals and blocks, which no one except Kevin Garnett has done. I'm not sure about blocks, but definitely top 50 in steals. He's ridiculous. He has some ridiculous stats, okay? And I do not want to take anything away from LeBron, despite the fact that I'm saying he's not the GOAT, okay? Because despite all of that, there is one stain on LeBron's legacy that you cannot say about Michael Jordan. For me, it's because of 2011. All right? 2011 is why I don't believe LeBron's the GOAT. And I know there are a billion people, all right, there are a billion examples that LeBron stands you already have in your head as to, LeBron, it's just one thing, right? That's the one I always hear. So what? It was one thing. All the other stuff he's done, you're going to hold it against him for one series? Because any realistic fan, they're not going to defend 2011. Because anyone with half a brain knows that 2011 was a pathetic, embarrassing, legacy-hurting performance by LeBron James, okay? It was pathetic. He was outplayed by Jason Terry. He was outplayed by Dwayne Wade. You can argue that he was outplayed by Chris Bosh, okay? He was also outplayed by Dirk. He lost a series he was heavily favored in, and he played like shit in that series. However, everyone always says it's just one series. And it is. It's just one series, okay? LeBron won the title the next 2 years. He lost to the Spurs, but they were just a better team, and his teammates were getting old. 2015 was arguably the greatest finals performance ever by a guy who lost the finals, okay? He was utterly absurd in 2015. He was so good that Iguodala won the finals MVP just because he guarded LeBron and he made him slightly less ridiculously good when he played him, all right? Excuse me. 2016, one of the greatest finals performances of all time. The only time someone has come back 3-1 in the finals. Absolutely incredible. Beat the 73-9 Warriors. There were some other factors that LeBron fans ignored, like Draymond's suspension and Curry's injury. But despite all of that, still utterly incredible. And 2016 made LeBron the second greatest player of all time. And then this year, not to mention 2017 and 18 were both incredible, especially 18 when he carried that shit Cavs team, okay? And then this year, he comes back after missing the playoffs, he wins the title, he and Anthony Davis co-carried a terrible Lakers team, because let's be real, that Lakers team was not very good, okay? They had like 2 other starting caliber players on that team, and one of them was injured. That was Avery Bradley. He wasn't injured, he skipped the bubble, whatever. Despite all of that, I still don't think it's LeBron, because LeBron choked in 2011 so hard. And Jordan did not have a series like that. Jordan never lost a series where he was favored. He never lost in the finals. He never choked. And he had just as many, in my opinion, just as many absurdly great performances as LeBron James, okay? He lost to these teams in the 80s when his team was just not that good, all right? He still holds the all-time playoff career high in a game with 63 points against the 86 Celtics, who have a case for being the greatest team of all time. I don't think they are, but they certainly have a case for being the greatest team of all time. Then he lost to the Pistons, who are one of the best defensive teams of all time, and another one of the greatest teams of all time. Lost to him several times. Finally overcaved them, alright, and then he won 6 titles. In 1991 and 1998, Scottie Pippen was not a superstar, okay? He was not. People say that Scottie was like just as good as Jordan. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Okay, Scottie was not. Scottie was an amazing player, but he had a relatively short prime. Okay, he averaged like 15 points in the 1991 finals. Okay, LeBron really carried that team. Now, the Lakers had injuries, to be fair. However, Jordan still carried his team. Alright, and in 98, I mean, the team was not good. Dennis Rodman was like 37. He was way past his prime. He looked like he didn't even give a shit anymore. He didn't want to be there. Scottie Pippen had a bunch of injuries. He was playing like crap. He played like crap through a lot of 1997, too. Alright, 97 and 98. I think I might not have said 98 properly just a second ago. But, 97 and 98. Jordan semi-carried in 97. 98 was when he really carried, though. Okay? And so, like, it's not like LeBron is, I would say they're very close to equal in the playoffs, as far as playoff performances, Jordan and LeBron, except for 2011, which is why Jordan is better, because he never had a choke job like that. Okay, he just didn't. And I know it's just one thing. And that one thing, I do not hold against him enough to not put him over the other players who have case for being the greatest of all time, okay? I think LeBron is the clear second greatest player of all time, Alright? He's better than Bill Russell or Wilt Chamberlain. He's better than Kareem. He's better than Kobe or Shaq or Hakeem or Tim Duncan or Larry Bird or Magic Johnson or anyone else you want to name. Okay? But he is not better than Michael Jordan. Oh, my voice is freaking cracking. I'm sorry that you have to listen to my voice crack. Okay, because when you were talking about the two greatest players to ever play the game, you have to consider everything, and little things like blowing a freaking finals series because you choked so hard on Jason Terry's little dick, okay? That is something that can alter your legacy too much. And so I'm not saying that it is impossible for LeBron James to become the GOAT, because I think this title did close the gap some. I think it's very close, and I'm willing to accept. Look, if you think LeBron is the GOAT because of this title, I'm willing to accept that, okay? Now, I won't accept it if you say some bullshit like Jordan had weak competition, but I'll accept it, because, look, you can get your own opinion, and they are very close. However, for me, LeBron needs to do something else incredible still. And I know that's asking more than I should have to, because LeBron has had a ridiculously incredible, impressive career, but I need to see something else. For me, it just he hasn't done enough to make up for 2011 on top of what everything else he's done in order to put him past Jordan for me. That's just how I feel. That is just my opinion. And so my voice is cracking, and I won't make you listen to it any longer, but to sum up, LeBron is not my GOAT because of 2011. He choked. Jordan did not choke like that. He didn't have a performance like that, and that's why I believe Michael Jordan is still the greatest player of all time. And I think, with all likelihood, Jordan is going to remain the greatest player of all time. And also, P.S., real quick here, I mean, if I didn't make it clear, if LeBron didn't choke in 2011, if he won that title and the rest of his career was the same, yeah, he would be the GOAT. Okay? I think he would. Absolutely. He would be the GOAT. But he's not. And therefore, I do not believe he is. Alright? So, if you want to change time and have LeBron not suck dick in the 2011 finals, then, yeah, he's my GOAT. But unfortunately, that is not going to happen. So, enough rambling. Alright, Jordan is the greatest player of all time. If you disagree, and if you have a real argument for why you disagree, please let me know in the comments. Alright? And if you do agree with me, also let me know in the comments, and we can make fun of LeBron James stands because they're fucking annoying. Alright, so that is it for this video today, guys. Thank you all for watching, and listening to me ramble with my creaky old man voice. Honestly, not even old man voice, more like a fucking puberty voice. I hate it. Hopefully, my next video, my voice will not sound like garbage. And if you want to see that video, please subscribe to my channel, so that way you catch it when I upload it. Alright, thank you all for watching.